We're recording.
We're back.
We are back.
Should we address what you did a couple of weeks ago with one of the episodes where you accidentally put it out before we even started?
Yeah, we can talk about that, actually. When you said, do you want to address what you did a couple of weeks ago? I was like, that is such a cynical way to start a podcast. So, Alfie, do you want to talk about what you've done?
Do you want to apologise?
Right. Some of you may have... no one really noticed, I don't think. I didn't get any messages about it. But a couple weeks ago, in a rush, whilst doing the production, I put out the audio pre-trimming. So I didn't cut out a 1-minute ramble at the beginning where we were talking, luckily, about work.
No, that's all we talk about. But what scares me is that normally we just bitch.
We do bitch. We bitch before the show begins. And even if that went out, I think a lot of people would be like, who are these people they're complaining about?
But then all it would take is to go into one comedian's WhatsApp group. We'd be
it'd be
cancelled.
great.
We'd
It'd
be over.
Who would you, if you could start beef with anyone, like professionally, what do you think would be the best beef for you to start?
Well, if I was going to choose to beef someone professionally, it would have to be to get views.
Yes, yeah, but that's the only reason to drop a diss track.
Do you know what? I hate the thought of people not liking me.
I thought you were about to say, I hate, and then we were about to say someone's name. And I was like, this is such good value for the first minute of the pod. Sophie Garrad hates X.
I'm trying to think. It would be like someone, just someone so basically awful, like Donald Trump. Do you know what I mean?
Trump would be, I mean, look, if you could get into, if Trump started tweeting beef at you, you've made it big time.
That would be great.
Tickets are flying.
Yeah.
But I think realistically, you need... Like, I would love, who's like a national treasure who you could just have a really unnecessary, I'd need like a Taskmaster star.
Oh, you're going to go comedian?
Yeah, I'm thinking I need a fake comedian beef with like Greg Davies. Someone that's just like, there's no reason for you to have beef with them. Kevin Bridges. Just like a national icon. Me and Alfie Dundas, Michael McIntyre, beef gets out of hand.
I'd love that. I'd really enjoy that. Did you see Michael McIntyre was at the Monaco Grand Prix and he was there with Holly Willoughby and the Kardashians all pushed past them. They got knocked out the way.
Good. I hope they did. Look at arena filling Michael McIntyre.
Oh, so you actually are trying to start beef with Michael McIntyre?
Go fuck off.
I love him. I think he's funny. Also, I did a gig with him once.
I think he's great.
So nice. Yeah, too late. You said it.
Okay, I'd like to start beef with who else can I? I tell you what, you say Holly Willoughby, a presenter's not a bad idea. Because what are they going to do about it?
Can they even beef you back? I don't think anyone beefs people back now.
Dermot.
I don't think Dermot O'Leary's going to beef you back. I don't think people will care.
Ant and Dec, whichever one's which.
I think if on Twitter you and Ant and Dec start beefing, I don't think people will care.
Oh, Ant and Dec, more like boring and boringer. More like...
I think the problem is no one will care if you beef anyone. More like
your celebrities, get out of here. That works.
And that's why. And that's why no one's beefing you.
That I've been tweeting that and it's just going into the void.
Do you know what? You should be a roast comedian because you're really good.
Okay, now that's sarcastic and I was about to jump on that. I'm a very good roast joke writer.
Really?
And I think at some point we're going to need the roast of the Alf and Soph show.
If we were to do a roast of each other, who do you think would be better?
I think you would go down better with people.
I think my comedy is kind of savage anyway.
Sophie's head is so round.
That would be, and everyone would be like, Alfie, it wasn't funny on the podcast and it's not funny in a live setting.
Kids at school have been using Sophie's head as like a compass to try and create perfectly geometric circles.
Do you know what? That makes me think that you've been at home, sat there writing jokes about being round.
They put the sharp bit on your nose and then they have that little pencil bit that goes round the edge of your head.
Every time Alfie tries to get one of these clips online to go viral, every time, no one cares. No one cares, apart from my mum who rings me and she's like, can you tell Alfie to stop talking about your head?
Yes, I've heard that your family members are not so happy that I've been making...
Just my mum.
Derogatory comments about the shape of your face. But in my defense, I didn't start it.
My brother started it.
Well, the Instagram comments
That's true.
alerted me to it.
Yeah.
I just perfected it. Your brother started it a long time ago. Instagram kind of took it, but it was a bit archaic. They didn't really know what they were doing. And then I've really slimmed it down.
Well, thank you. Please slim down my head.
I've really photoshopped it into a lean cut.
Thank you for that. Anyway, sorry for that boring intro.
Yeah, but I think you're right. I think it is. I would like to apologise. I'd like to put out a statement.
Apologise to me because now I've got anxiety. Like when Alfie came and was setting up earlier, it was like I asked him like 3 times. I was like, "Are you recording before I say this?"
I know now. Well, what I used to do is just click record, and then we would preamble and then go into it. And now I'm like, should we wait until we're ready?
Yeah, because you could actually blackmail me. You've probably got a lot of footage.
I tell you what, the time that I accidentally put it out, we didn't even say anything that would annoy anyone.
Yeah.
We just had a really boring chat about ticket sales. And we did it with the microphones like on our lap, so you can't quite hear, but there's just a minute where people must have been listening, and like 100 people listened to that before.
That's so embarrassing.
Before I caught it and then I re-uploaded it.
So embarrassing.
And they must have just been like, God, it's a bit of a slow start. Because
No, they're probably like, oh, thank God he's not doing those quotes anymore, those jingles. Like, thank God.
The road to success is long and winding.
Did you make that one up?
I don't know. That works though.
That's terrible.
That's not bad.
Anyway, Alfie, what do you want to talk to me about?
It's like an A road going through the country.
You keep saying, last night Alfie sent me so many messages. Another one being like, please send me £300. And I thought, okay.
Yeah. Well,
now?
You owed me £300.
Right now?
So last night I was trying to figure out what we want to talk about on the pod. And I sent you like major news story. And then you just sent me gossip about my own life.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, we're going to do the major news stories first, aren't we?
I sent you a few things that Alfie sent me all his and I sent a few things. He goes, yeah, they can be side bits.
No.
Oh, okay.
No,
I'll just go fuck myself.
We always talk about 3 things. I sent you 5 things and then you added like another 4. And
because it's not just about you, this podcast, Alfie.
Clearly, we're not going to get into these. But the major story we want to touch upon is Dua Lipa's wedding.
And that is a major story.
That is a major story.
That is a major story.
And it's very interesting timing because it's 2 weeks before your wedding.
Thank you for pointing that out. Very interesting.
In the same way that the Sicilians have been boycotting Dua Lipa's wedding and complaining she's taking over the squares of Palermo, so too will the jockeys of Newmarket complain that Sophie has taken over Cambridge. Basically, the whole of Cambridge is getting shut down. I hope there's equal backlash.
I think there probably will be. I've seen quite a few people on Twitter been quite annoyed.
I don't really understand what's happened there because Dua Lipa is married now. It's happened.
Married.
Last weekend.
They actually got married in, was it Chelsea or one of the registry? Marylebone.
They got the town hall wedding.
Town hall, which, can I just say, she looked incredible. There's so many videos being like, this is the problem. Like, you can see that the outfit wasn't well made. And I'm like, what are you talking about? That outfit probably cost like 50 grand. Like
the town hall outfit.
Yeah.
I thought they looked good. He's got a little double-breasted jacket situation going on.
I didn't look at him, but I thought she looked amazing.
I would never look at another woman, but I it was Dua Lipa. I'm pronouncing that right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I call her Dua?
Can I just say that's John's dream woman?
I think that's a fairly normal take.
Okay.
I neither agree nor disagree.
Just saying, 2 weeks before my wedding. Well,
now that's funny because that is funny because your fiance saying that Dua Lipa's his dream woman is funny because you could not be a different type to Dua Lipa.
What?
Well, she's.
What do you mean?
Sort of tall and brunette, and you're small and blonde.
No, but in my head, I'm brunette because I was born brunette.
Yeah, but you do everything in your power. You pay quite a lot of money to not be brunette. So what? Let's have a bit of honesty on the sofa, shall we?
First of all, I'm not paying for my hair.
Okay. Yeah, well, that's true. You get free blonde highlights, and then you post 6,000 photos about it. If I was just a stranger coming onto your Instagram, I'd assume you were a hair influencer, not a comedian. The amount of posts. I even know the name of your hairdresser.
You've met him.
And have I?
Yeah, at my show. You went for drinks with him afterwards, but you were really antisocial, just snogging.
Oh my God, yeah, was that him?
Not snogging me, by the way.
No. Yeah, but I was snogging. I think it's okay if I said Dua Lipa was my type, I think that would make more sense.
Because your girlfriend does look a bit like Dua Lipa.
Yeah, it's more in the same wheelhouse than you. It's like if John said, I love Cameron Diaz.
Yeah, that's actually
like,
so true.
If I said Cameron Diaz is my ideal woman,
that's actually
you'd
so
be like,
true.
Well, then what are you doing?
Yeah, but I'm so delusional that John says his ideal type is Dua Lipa, and I think I look like Dua Lipa.
So when he said that, you took that as a compliment?
Yeah, I was like, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
Yeah, people say their ideal man's Callum Turner, and I go, still got it. Yeah. Still got it.
Like, honestly, I am. I think unwell is the word I'd use to describe me.
Do you find Callum Turner attractive?
Didn't really know who he was until the wedding, and then I saw the picture of them for the night before, and I thought, oh, he's actually really hot.
He's very attractive. He's got that sort of rat boy hot thing going on. You know,
he's not rat boy.
Is it not?
I don't know what that means, but he does not look like a rat.
No, but you know that, like, he's got his face is coming very far forward. You know how, like, Barry Keoghan and Jeremy Allen White, they all had this kind of...
lot of structure.
They weren't sort of pulled back. They were kind of pulled forward.
Yeah.
He's very... I also have a feeling that he's going to be Bond because...
What?
And I don't have any insider information. Well, not on this topic anyway.
Okay.
If you want stock advice, I'm around. I could tell you what's about to go crazy. My theory is that Callum Turner is about to be Bond because he's putting on a hell of a lot of weight.
You've said the most outrageous things on this podcast so far.
What?
He's put on a hell of a lot of weight.
He's putting on a hell of a lot.
About?
Mass.
Has he?
I'm talking mass.
He looked amazing.
Yeah, but he's no longer skinny. He's bulky as hell.
I will say, I thought he was good looking because he doesn't look skinny. No offense.
What the fuck's that meant to mean?
For anyone just listening, Alfie's very skinny.
Yeah. And taller than Callum Turner. And that's another thing I want to talk upon. My whole feed is memes of like girls going like, oh my God, Dua Lipa's 5'8" and she can wear heels and he's still taller than her. And I'm like, ugh.
Yeah, why are you worried about that?
I'm not worried about it. I'm like, I looked it up. He's 6'1".
Is he?
Grow up.
He looks tall.
But that's not that tall.
No, but that's the perfect height. You don't want to be higher than 6'1".
No.
Higher than 6'1" is freakish.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not. No one has ever made a meme of me and been like, oh my God, he's 6'4".
Because you're too tall.
And I don't like to mention it on the pod, but I am 6'4". Callum Turner gets credit for being 6'1".
Yeah, because that's a perfect height. And also, for acting, it's hard to be that tall and be an actor.
Well, that's true. I do lie about my height when I do
you have
auditions.
to make yourself shorter,
I say I'm
you?
6'2", yeah.
But you've got like a tall, freakish energy.
It is freakish. And I'm worried that the camera is going to look bad on the camera.
You could play like the BFG.
Okay, I'm not a CGI character in a film.
You might as well be.
I'm sure a lot of people are 6'4". We found out last episode or the episode before that the taller you are, the quicker you die. And I thought it was the taller you are, the more money you make.
Wasn't that true as well, though?
Yeah.
You die quicker, but you also make more money.
For every extra inch of height you have, you make an extra...
$800 or something.
$800. Yeah, but $800 a year or a month. You make like an extra 60 grand over your lifetime, but you do die like 4 years younger.
So...
Hey, live fast, die young. Be rich. I can't remember what the exact quote was.
Yeah, it's one of those. I thought she looked amazing, Dua Lipa, the night before her wedding. The white, I don't know what she's worn for the actual wedding, but the white long feather dress. Have you seen that?
I saw the feather dress. I haven't seen what she wore in Italy.
No, that was the feather dress.
Oh, what are you talking about?
That was the night before, and she wore this Bulgari jewelry and like watch. It was like snake. Oh, she looked amazing.
Yeah, so the white feather dress is cool.
Yeah,
and he's got a nice kind of beige. What are we calling that? Good. Is that we calling that a tan suit?
I feel like it's like a sandy colour.
I tell you what.
Oh, she looks amazing.
I'm copying that for your wedding.
Oh my God, will you?
Yeah, because I've got a linen suit in that colour.
You know it's black tie.
What? Is it actually?
Yeah. Do you not read anything that I send you?
Your wedding's black tie.
Yeah, sorry. But I shouldn't have told you and you should have turned up at that.
That's so inconvenient. Black tie?
Yeah, sorry.
For the guests as well, or just for John?
For the guests, well, but I will say there's quite a few guests, mainly the gays, that are not wearing black tie.
There's no way they're wearing black tie.
They're not wearing black tie.
They're wearing a black tie, but nothing else.
They're wearing like cool suits.
Black tie. How am I? I've got black tie, but I've got a lot of very ready to go linen suits for my summer wedding.
Yeah, and I'm really happy
and
that
you're my summer wedding of the year, and I have to wear a winter suit.
It's not a winter suit.
Okay.
I wish I hadn't told you.
Yeah, well, I would have read it at some point.
You wouldn't have.
I am so excited. I'm driving down in an open top car to your wedding.
Now?
I can't wait. Well, I haven't got one, but I'm gonna borrow my parents' car. So the Bulgari bridal dress you're talking of is the one she wore with the hat.
I don't think the dress is Bulgari. No, not that day. The feather one, she has Bulgari like watches and jewelry. That one.
Yeah.
I think she looks incredible in that dress. I don't know who made the dress.
So can you explain to me how it works in the sense that she got married in Marylebone Town Hall?
So this is what everyone's doing now. So if you get married abroad, you have to then get married legally in the UK first.
What if you marry abroad? What if you bring your broad to Palermo? Yeah, she married abroad. Yeah, where? No, who?
Why did I don't even know what that accent went into. Alfie.
That's Sicilian, which links back to the wedding.
Guys, if you're thinking, oh my God, I need to see Alfie live, don't fucking bother.
Hey, you married abroad. No, we did it locally. No, I meant she's abroad.
What does abroad even mean?
It's a derogatory term for a woman in sort of New York Italian slang, I believe.
Okay. Wow, another insult on the podcast.
Yeah.
So you have to legally get married in like a town hall. So that's what everyone's doing. Then they go abroad. They have these gorgeous town hall weddings where it's just like their close friends and family. They have these amazing outfits. And then they go abroad. And I'm guessing she's having like a week-long wedding celebration.
Yeah.
All the weddings happen, but we've not seen any pictures. Maybe it's because Vogue's doing it.
Vogue are surely covering it.
Yeah.
It is good to get a celebrity couple back on the... Because since Posh and Bex, we don't get that many superstar where they're both successful in their own right.
I don't know. I don't really know anything he's done, but...
He is now most successful for sort of being married to Dua Lipa.
This is what I think.
They're not the same status of celebrity.
This makes me think, do you know what I was saying to John on Sunday when we were walking to the gym? I was like, do you know what annoys me about Alfie is that I know when you get married, it's going to be in Vogue.
My wedding?
Yeah.
Yeah, Vogue or Tatler.
Vogue or Tatler. And do you know why I know that, guys?
Or Hello.
Me and Alfie did a gig in Leicester.
Kettering, between Kettering and Leicester.
And it was called Neville Holt Festival. Stunning. Absolutely loved it. Full of posh shows. Very me and Alfie.
Opera and theatre festival that we brought the comedy to. Checks out.
Yeah, honestly, I love it. It was actually just such a good evening.
It was a good vibe. Really good vibe.
It was really cool. And then on the train back, we were talking on the train, and it always makes me laugh when there's someone else that's with us, because I like to have someone there to witness some of the stuff Alfie says. I will say, he doesn't say as much on the podcast, but off podcast, the names this boy drops, the stories this boy tells. And I'm like, when I'm on my own, I'm like, no, I need other people to be here to witness this, because this is mental. So we had a witness. But at one point, Alfie just drops in that he was Tatler.
No, hold on. There's no way I just brought it up.
You did? Why would you bring this up? I don't know anything about stuff like this. You just dropped in that you were one of Tatler's most eligible bachelors.
No. We were talking about press.
Which sounds so much worse. We're so wanky in the train carriage. We were talking about press. Okay, sure.
PR, the old PR. And somehow we got on to Tatler features. And I said that I was going to do one and didn't do it. And then said, but I have been in Tatler. But it's online. You can find it online. And then you found an article from the Tab that was like the most eligible students, where they took all the students out of the Tatler, most eligible bachelors or whatever. Yes, I am one of the most eligible bachelors in the UK. I don't think that's a surprise to our listeners, whether they know anything about me or not. I think that just rolls off the tongue.
It was a surprise to me.
It was a surprise to you, and it's quite wanky. It's quite like...
Oh, do you think?
It was when I was like 18, 19 and 20, and I was just...
Well, you did it 3 years in a row you were in it?
Yeah, they call that a three-piece, so... No. I'm probably still in it now. I honestly don't know. Every Christmas... I tell you what, actually. What? I never go. Every Christmas I get invited to the party, because it's in the Christmas edition.
Sorry. Okay, I'm so glad the listeners get to hear this. Tell me more.
Tatler is a magazine that is just about posh people. Alfie, for people that don't know what Tatler is.
I think we know our listeners. They know
fine.
Tatler.
Our listeners are aspirational, and they all have Tatler just waiting. And they do 100 most eligible bachelors, bachelorettes, which is just like basically posh people's kids. And then they always chuck in like Harry Styles and Stormzy.
Do they?
Just to like make it seem like it's... But it's basically just like kids that went to Eton and then Stormzy. I don't really understand how they've got that list together. Like Jude Bellingham's always in it. Olivia Dean's always in it.
You're in the same list as them?
Yeah, higher up usually. But checks out. Dua Lipa's, it's stupid. And by bachelor or bachelorette, they mean unmarried. They don't actually care about your relationship status or whatever. It's just it's a stupid thing. It's called the Black Book. The Black Book? The Little Black Book? That's what it's called.
And every year this comes out?
Every year they do it in the Christmas edition or the December edition of Tatler. And then in December they have a party where they invite all the people. And I never go because I've always got a gig. But this year...
Can we go?
I'll go. And
can I come?
And you can come.
Sorry,
because you would love that.
Please.
You would love that event. I
would love to go to that.
Yeah, I'm sure and you get like free goodie bags. I think last year was sponsored by, I can't have been Bulgari, but it was something.
What?
Mugler or whatever. What's it called?
What? Thierry Mugler?
Maybe. Or, yeah, I think so. I think you got like a little cheap Mugler thing.
Oh, lovely.
I don't know.
I'm sure they'll love that.
I don't go. I do some £30 gig down the road and I always miss it.
Sorry, this is ridiculous. Yeah. We're going to that this year. It's going to be our first podcast offsite.
But what annoys me is I was in that before I built a career.
Yeah.
Now I'm like, yeah, of course I should be in it.
Are you not in it anymore?
I don't know.
I think you're too old.
No, well... Well,
there's nothing eligible about you anymore.
I think I've just been bad-mouthing Tatler and not going to the parties. And
yeah,
I think they may have been like, well, we'll just take you off the list then.
Also, I think there's something really like unattractive about being a male comedian.
Discuss. There's something really... Yeah, but
2,000 word essay, go.
It can't be worse than just being a male. You got to remember that before Tatler were like, oh, he does nothing.
That's so much better to
me.
me.
This is why we like him. And now it's like, well, he has a career, but we don't want to talk about that.
No, I think it was better before because it was like, oh, he's got got good heritage. Is that what you call it? Good lineage.
Yeah.
Okay. And now...
Good point.
He's going out and embarrassing himself.
Well, now that is a good point.
Yeah.
I have gone from a family of nobles and I'm now a court jester.
Exactly.
And I think... You know, they talk about sort of, if my ancestors could see me, they are...
Horrified.
They're horrified. I mean, they're all in hell, so they're fine. But like, my posh ancestors are looking at this, like, why are you entertaining the masses?
Yeah. What's going on here?
You should be in the castle pulling up the drawbridge behind you.
So I think you're not going to be in it for the next few years, but then I think you're going to make it really big and you're going to be like Jack Whitehall level.
Yeah.
And then you'll be back in the list.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I reckon this pod could very easily get a feature from Tatler.
Fuck off.
Because I think if they're looking at like the posh comedians, they would immediately come to us and be like, do you guys want to do
Are they going to make us do a podcast?
4-page spread?
Oh, I'd love that. Alfie, can you just...
No, we're not going to start the Tatler pod.
I think if you really cared about me and our friendship, you would have got Tatler to my wedding.
I could have done that. Tatler offered to cover my 18th birthday.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, and they didn't. But someone leaked some photos to Hello Magazine.
Guys.
So random, actually.
They're in Hello Magazine.
Pictures from my 18th are in Hello Magazine, yeah.
Alfie, I'm obsessed with your life. What did you do for 18th?
Nothing. I just had a
Nothing. I just had a party.
Just had a dinner. Well, I had quite a big dinner party.
Where?
Sloane Square.
I know it. Where?
Not in a restaurant. In like a private. In like a restaurant of a not like a. I don't really know, but it was like it wasn't a restaurant that you can go to. But that's not why. That makes it sound more exclusive than it was. I tell you what was really funny. I had this really, really fancy 18th birthday, and it was like 200 people, and it was like a not black tie, but suit and tie dinner, and then booked on like Resident Advisor, booked tickets to basically a rave in a basement in Suffolk, Great Suffolk Street.
Oh, not in actual Suffolk.
Not in actual Suffolk, but like no,
Suffolk,
South
the restaurant.
No, Great Suffolk Street warehouse. It's like under the bridges in like South Bank, and it was like a proper. So everybody went to this like really, really fancy dinner, and then all the young people, i.e., my friends, my colleagues, they all had to like get changed into like jeans and t-shirts out of their suits to then go to this like really, really grotty rave.
That's really cool. That's really cool.
It was fun.
This is how we know that you're from old money and I'm from new money, because when I was 16. Super Sweet 16 wanted me to film my 16th birthday on the show.
Shut up.
Yeah, do you know? Have I not told you this?
No. My Super Sweet 16th?
My Super Sweet 16 on MTV.
I used to love that show.
I used to love it, and they were really like hounding me. And then for years afterwards, they were like, we were going to do it, but basically it was all quite like last minute, and they wanted So they basically wanted us to have.
They wanted you on the show.
Yeah.
The one where I've only seen it where they like arrive on elephants. I didn't know they did it in the UK.
The UK one.
Wow.
Yeah, because I remember walking past one of the girls that was on it when I was in Cambridge like years ago, and I was younger, and I was like, oh my God, she was on it. But I'm so glad I didn't do it because it makes you come across so badly.
Yeah. This is what Sophie doesn't understand. I'm always like, oh, I didn't want to do this because I just don't think it's a good look. And Sophie's just like, do everything. Take every brand deal, do every piece of press, let everyone cover everything you do. And I'm like, oh, I just don't think it's a good look. And then you're like, did you know that if I'd done my Super Sweet 16, they wouldn't have painted me in a good light? Obviously, because you're the product.
Yeah.
The reason they're paying you is so they can ridicule you.
No, they don't even pay you to do it.
No, but they cover the cost, no?
Yeah. No, they don't cover the cost. So they were like, this is why it was so crazy, because they were like, you have to have a performer. And then they gave me the list of performers. Mika at the time was 75 grand. Like everyone, it was like crazy. And then they were like, they wanted me to do what put me off is they wanted me to do a performance. And I was like, I can't dance.
Sorry, we have to row back and get some more. You've cut to the final scene where you're now singing. Why and how did My Super Sweet 16th MTV get in touch? How did they know you were turning 16?
My dad,
how big was your party going to be?
It was a big party.
For them to get tipped off that, hey, we should get some cameras in.
I can't remember how it happened, but you remember like Hun Stanton phone parties? You weren't in that group, were you?
I was in that group, but that was the country poshos that used to do like big phone parties in a barn.
Yeah.
I heard about those.
And I think my dad basically got the phone machines so we could have a phone party at May 16th. And so he knew those guys or get in touch with them. And then they must have tipped off Super Sweet 16. And then the conversations were with me and this woman, who I think was also called Sophie. And I was like, look, my party was in like 2 or 3 weeks' time. And she was like, what we can do is, you know, they like to show you inviting people. She was like, we can film that afterwards. We can film it all. So I was like, oh, this is all fake.
Wait, it's not real.
Yeah. And I didn't realise. And I was like, oh my God, everything's a lie.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, it's all fake.
My Super Sweet 16th is not.
Stop winding me up. I was 16. I didn't know.
It makes you wonder, doesn't it?
How good would it have been if I'd done that show, though? My Edinburgh Fringe show.
Oh, your Edinburgh Fringe show. Oh. Yeah, but hold on.
Yeah.
I think there's a show to be made in the fact that you didn't get it. So now...
No, I turned it down.
Yeah, but now you're doing My Super Sweet 31st or whatever.
I'm not, though.
No, but hold on. But you will be next time you do an Edinburgh show.
Oh, I see. My Super Sweet.
Like a really good... If I saw a post and it was like My Super Sweet 30...
Yeah.
First.
Stop telling everyone how old I am.
30th. Okay, my Super Sweet.
Thank you for losing a few years.
You know, 5th birthday or whatever you want to pretend. And then the poster's like you in like a ridiculous dress with like a tiara. Yeah. And then the whole show is they didn't do it. Like we didn't do it, but you pretend that it's more like you didn't get it.
Yeah.
Or they said it's not going to work
they rejected
or whatever.
Me.
And then your whole life has been trying to like trying to get them back and trying to eventually throw your own.
Okay, maybe that's going to be my next Fringe show.
I don't know.
And you could do yours about
what do I know?
Being in Hello Magazine.
Hey, what do I know? I'm just critically acclaimed stand-up comedian Alfie Dundas, but what do I know?
Do you know what's so interesting about you posh people? It's like if you Google any of you, there's always just like loads of press shots at like events.
Yeah.
That's so random to me.
Well, we just get invited to stuff.
But then people want to take your pictures and they know who you guys are.
Yeah, because once it happens once, they can then find you the next time.
Fine.
So if you go on Getty Images and you type in someone's name, so when someone takes a picture of me now, they can match it. It's very often.
Oh, really?
They have a system that's like, well, we already know who this is. Now, what's interesting about me is my real name is an Alfie.
We know.
So if you want to find...
What's interesting about me? Is it?
It's very interesting. So if you find my real name and then you Google that, that's where it all comes up. Because anything comes up under my real name.
That's why I couldn't find the Tatler one, but I could find it on the tab.
Yeah, 100%.
Okay, I'm going to Google you when you leave today.
You can Google me. And I was explaining to Sophie that like when I was 18, 19, 20, I used to get invited every summer to some random Italian aristocratic family's birthday party for like an 18-year-old daughter because they were trying to marry you off. And I didn't understand it for years. I thought it was a scam.
Yeah.
Every summer for about 3 years in a row, I got in the post like a box.
In the post?
Yeah, like a hand-delivered box. It would open up, but it was all in Italian. And I would get out Google Translate and it would basically be like, you know, whatever the Italian version of like lords and ladies are. What are they called?
What? Is that a thing?
Like counts?
Oh, that's
Counts
cool.
and Countess,
That's really cool. Yeah.
invite you to Venice for the party of Isabella di Fiorentina di Pecaccio di Chiacci and then it's like for her 18th birthday, and I would always email back and be like, well, at first time I didn't reply, because I thought it was a scam, or like I don't know, I was 18, and then they followed up on email and they're like, hey, we haven't heard anything from Alfie, but this was the giveaway. They emailed my dad and they were like, hey, we haven't heard anything from Alfie about coming to this party. And I replied being like, I'm really sorry, but I don't think you got the right person. I don't know who this is. And they were like, no, like, we've got the right person. It doesn't matter. And I didn't, so I said no. It was like a 3-day party, all expensive paid, but I didn't know anyone and I just thought it was a bit weird. And then a couple years later, I went to a friend's party and they'd used an Italian party planner. And that party planner was like, yeah, I used to email you every year. And he explained to me that these Italian families that were like dying aristocracies, it's quite medieval. They would basically, when they were planning an 18th or 21st for one of their daughters, they would get the party planner to find 5 or 6 European aristos.
Yeah.
And invite them to the wedding, hoping that they would maybe mingle and make an alliance. And the mistake they made was they found out where my family name, and they thought I was the line of the family that is in line to the money and the houses and stuff, and I'm not in that line. But because of the surname they got confused, and because of the Tatler articles they got confused, and they invited me thinking that I had this like great dynasty to hand over.
Imagine how annoyed they would have been if you'd gone and they'd got the wrong
one. If I'd gone, fallen in love and married someone and then been like, no, I'm in debt.
I'm actually a comedian.
I'm a comedian. Yeah, you can have half of my £30 fee for 10-minute spots.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
That world is just like, I think because I'm so out of it, not that I was really ever in it, but obviously growing up private school, Newmarket, there was a lot of that around. But now, since in my 20s and university, I don't see any of that since meeting you. And so now I'm like, I forgot how mental that world is.
Yeah, a lot of people think that it's like an exclusive elitist world. You have no idea. When people hate rich people, I always think it's so funny because I'm like, that's funny because you only hate what they let you see. Yeah. You should hear how they talk about you behind your back when they feel safe with me. That's what's funny to me now, is that like I do comedy and then people that don't really watch my material, but then they meet me at dinners or whatever, they just go bark up the wrong tree. They start talking about how you can't say anything anymore and how unsafe London is and how like unsafe foreigners are or whatever. And I'm like, I don't think you've seen my... like, I'm not going to agree with you here.
It's crazy how this happened to you, how you really did come out the other side. Alfie is actually, dare I say it, one of the good ones.
I'm one of the good ones, but you usually say that in reference to men and straight people.
But this is like straight posh.
It's the class.
Men. The class. Yeah,
it's the class war.
That's crazy.
When class war breaks out, I'm fucked.
Yeah,
I'm going to be misconstrued. I'm on the wrong side of it.
Wow, I'm so glad the listeners finally got to hear an insight into your life.
Tatler, if you're listening to this, get in touch with me and Soph.
We'll do a podcast interview.
We'll do something now. Sophie will do literally anything, and for a bit of press. And I've softened to the idea. Now that
only if I'm there.
Now that I've established myself, I'll do a little bit of press. GQ, if you're listening, ditto offer.
I just think you're going to get all of those, and I just think that's not fair.
So I tell you what does surprise me. I'm surprised more fashion magazines haven't reached out
to you.
Yeah.
In time, I think it will happen.
I really thought you were going to fight against that. I almost said that just to annoy you, and you've ruined it by slightly agreeing.
I actually was annoyed when I was walking to John. I was just like, Alfie's going to get all these magazines. He doesn't even care. I would love them. I'm just like, to put me in some really experimental, nasty designer clothes. Yeah, I think you'd actually,
starve me for a week. Starve me for a week.
You don't need starving.
Starve me for a week, and then, you're going to know when I'm Bond because I'm going to bulk up. I'm going to do the Callum Turner.
I can't believe that's what made you think he's going to be Bond. I'll be really annoyed now if he is actually Bond and you got that right. But I will also know that you had insider information because I know you. Yeah,
that's one reason I think. The other reason I think is because I own the Bond estate. But no, I think I've seen loads of stuff of him this is such a male thing, but everything I see about, because Callum Turner and Dua Lipa have been like the it couple for the last year.
Yeah, I didn't realise.
Like the couple that I see like the most photos of Instagram or whatever,
Do you?
because they're always on holiday.
They are always on
She has
holiday.
this thing, and I really respect it, where like if she's going to Brazil to do an arena, she brings all of her friends, and she takes a week off afterwards.
Yeah.
And her and Callum just go and spend loads of money. Like, she's really good at spending her money.
And I love that.
And Callum Turner, I always thought was this like, you know, he was very handsome or whatever, but I was like, oh, he's quite like skinny and cool. And then recently, they've been on my feed, and this is such a male thing. They keep showing me like him like in the gym.
Oh, that's such a male
and
feed.
I'm like, Callum Turner's getting wham.
And now you know why.
There must be a reason.
Maybe it was for the wedding.
Why would you bulk up for the wedding? You're not going to look better in a suit if you're more muscly.
I think he looks good in a suit though.
He does look good in the suit, but I don't think you look better with more muscle. I think you'd want to slim down.
That's true.
So that the clothes can be like brought in. He would have had to have that suit taken out. I mean, he's put on a lot.
I had no idea. By the way, do you know how they met?
River Cafe.
Is it?
Yeah, they met. Do you know how they met?
I know. They met.
Is that a genuine question? Because it felt like a setup, and then you don't know.
I don't know where they met, but I know that they met because they both were finishing on the same chapter of the same book.
Yeah, and apparently...
Where is River Cafe?
The River Cafe is in Hammersmith. It's run by Ruthie Rogers, who's an iconic...
It's like a Prime Member's place.
No, it's just a very expensive restaurant.
Right.
You'd love it.
And they were both reading in there.
And all the celebrities go there. And it's on the river so in summer you can sit outside.
Yeah.
And all the celebs go there. And Ruthie Rogers is kind of like a socialite who like knows everyone. She knew both Callum and Dua. And she sort of claims to have like set them up. But they started talking about how they're reading the same book.
Yeah.
So one of them was reading the book and the other one came over and was like, oh my God, I'm reading that. And I don't know if this is true, but this is what everything says online. Apparently Callum Turner, Dua Lipa was like, oh, I just finished chapter 1. And Callum Turner was like, oh, we're in the same page then.
Yes, I have heard that. But
Smooth.
maybe that's just like a line, isn't it?
That's a nice thing that the PRs have put out afterwards.
Yeah.
I guess we're on the same page.
God, she really has it all, doesn't she? She's gorgeous. She's talented. She's had like a nice little meet cute.
Yeah, she's not my type. Callum Turner's put on weight. I love when people... God, Taylor Swift's put on weight. You just don't... Nowhere near her league. Come on. Yeah, I do also now get a lot of memes that are like, oh, look at me, I'm Dua Lipa and I have loads of money and a handsome husband.
It is annoying. I'm like, sometimes it's like you can't have it all, and she really has it all.
But now this is the thing. I look at those and I'm like, I'm going to be insufferable in about 5 years.
Because you're going to be them.
Yeah. Because, Sophie, I'm already... Like, I already show off about my life. I already get to gig. I get to go to the best clubs, comedy clubs.
Yeah.
I've always wanted to perform, and then get free clothes, and then go for dinners with my girlfriend. And that's
Alfie.
all I do. That is all I do. You know my routine better than most. I go to Third Space. I have meetings about...
You're really, really coming out this episode, aren't you? No,
really,
keep going.
You know what? You know
keep
what?
Going.
I'm fed up of being self-deprecating. I have everything. And if you hate that, switch off now because it's just going to get worse. Because all I'm ever going to get is more. I need people to understand that.
You are going to, in 5 years' time, you are going to be insufferable.
And I'm young.
I've
got
that's
time.
Why. This is the thing, because if I was your age and all this was happening to me now, oh my God, my wedding would be in Vogue.
Oh.
But I started too late and I'm too old now.
Vogue, they're like sharks and they're circling. It's years until I'm going to get married.
They're grooming you. They're
grooming me.
Yeah.
Not the other way around.
I know.
I can't wait to get to the point where people come to you and they go, what do you want to make?
Oh, I can't wait. I don't know if that's ever going to happen.
I want some Hollywood producer to put out a cigarette and go, kid, what do you want to make?
I can't wait for that to happen.
Whatever you want. I got the finances.
Like, I'm thinking about this football show.
So I think I've always been interested in the overlap between YouTube and TikTok.
That would actually be it. And how the algorithm really works. I think we should do a documentary on that.
So I'm thinking about a podcast that is optimized for clips. Have you thought about that?
That actually would be it.
Well, that is how everything's moved already. And if you want to hear more about my TED Talk, I tell you what, I'm amazed no one's reached out and been like, hey, do you want to do a TED Talk on the future of content?
What, to you?
Yeah.
I don't think people just reach out to people and say, do you want to do a TED Talk? I used to love TED Talks.
Well, how do you think they find TED Talkers?
TikTokers.
TED Talkers.
Did you just say TikTokers?
Can anyone do a TED Talk?
I think anyone can do a TED Talk. I think you
Do you
apply.
pay? Oh.
I would imagine you pay.
You pay to have it filmed?
I would imagine, unless you're like Brene Brown, you're doing one of the biggies. I think a lot of people do TED. It's like TEDx, don't they?
Oh, yeah. So the X gives it away for being like small scale.
Yeah.
TED is like...
TED. But is anyone even watching TED Talks anymore? I haven't seen one for years.
Only if they're clipped up. My TED Talk's going to be optimized for clips.
Oh, if you do a TED Talk, it would be insufferable.
Oh, it would be so good.
I actually think, though, if you go and see one of your stand-up shows, it is a bit like a TED Talk.
Hold on now. What does that mean? There's no jokes in it. Am I being insulted here?
Yeah.
Sometimes I get a compliment from Sophie,
yes,
and
that wasn't a compliment.
3-4 days later I go, that wasn't a compliment.
And do you know what? That's the problem. It took you that long to work out.
Your show's like a TED Talk. Oh, thanks, Soph. And then 3 days later, I'll be typing away and I look up. Wait, but TED Talks aren't funny. Huh?
Exactly.
You know the movie where they realise, like, but
yeah,
she had the only key.
It's like that.
But that could... Wait a second. But you don't think... That's what they do.
That is you.
But you don't think...
That is you.
She was insulting you, though. Okay, we've covered... By the way, we haven't said anything about Dua Lipa's wedding.
Also meant to
We've
cover.
just bitched about their appearance for the whole time. But
no, you have.
Look, I genuinely don't know what she looks like at the wedding. The outfits look great.
Yeah.
I've been really focused on Callum Turner's double-breasted suit. I like it a lot. I think he's going to be Bond. We'll come back to this. They are casting Bond at the moment. They're now like officially, what's it called?
Oh, you're right
auditioning.
then.
Yeah.
Okay, you're so right.
It can't be Jacob Elordi because he's too tall. Can't
And
be me
too
because I'm
thin.
too tall. Could be Callum Turner. Could be... Who would you want to see as Bond? Dream Bond.
I don't know. I don't know any male actors.
Idris Elba's moment's gone a bit.
Yeah, I think the moment's gone for him.
Can I ask, what do you think about Tom Hiddleston as a man?
Just as a man.
Just as a human being.
So when I've met him all those times...
Yeah. He's charming.
I've never met him. I actually think back in the day, hot, and there's something about him. And I honestly think as soon as Taylor Swift dumped him, it was over for him.
Interesting. Do you think the same thing about Harry Styles? Is there a curse of being Taylor Swift's ex-boyfriend?
I don't think there's a curse, but I think Tom Hiddleston, ever since he put that T-shirt on that said, I love Taylor Swift for the girls, lost it for me.
Yeah.
Obviously, I like a man that supports his girlfriend, but I just think there was something, I don't know.
So you don't want John wearing your merch?
I would like John to wear my merch.
I went to a Sophie Garrad show and all I got was this stupid T-shirt.
Yeah, but if it was all my girls wearing a T-shirt about me and then also John, that I think would put me off John.
Yeah, I see what you mean.
If John was wearing it at home on his own, cute.
Tom Hiddleston got icky.
It gave me the ick.
And I'm just like, I don't think he's cool enough to be Bond.
No.
I don't think he's like...
He's not going to be Bond.
He's not rugged. Daniel Craig was rugged.
Yeah, you need someone rugged.
He was like, he might not, you know, he had a bit of stubble. If Tom Hiddleston's got stubble, he just looks like a divorced dad.
Yeah, I need someone a bit rough.
Oh, Mr. Hiddleston, I heard about you and Mrs. Hiddleston.
But the irony is that Tom Hiddleston would actually be the most likely to be like an MI5 agent, because I can imagine that all a little bit.
Well, yeah, for me, I lost respect for him when he did that dance on Graham Norton.
What dance?
You know, they make him do the dance when he's in black tie. He loves it. He whips it out all the time. He's a very good dancer, but he does a very like choreographed, proper dance to the song. You know, like Ra Ra Rasputin, da, 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 and he does that, and the audience are clapping, and he's like shuffling.
Yeah,
and he is good at it.
Yeah,
but he's looks too uptight to get away with it.
No, I can't. Me and John are actually having a dance lesson next week for our first dance.
Oh my God. Yeah, but you've told me that your first dance isn't going to be a slow dance.
No, we've changed it.
It's going to be a slow dance?
No.
I love slow dances.
I think I'd give myself the ick if I did a slow dance with John.
Never get to do them. The only time you get to do a slow dance is at high school disco in 1950s movies.
Yeah.
And in weddings.
Yeah.
At weddings, you get to do slow dances.
Not at mine.
And at yours, you're not doing it. So
yeah.
how am I meant to slow dance if you're not going to do it at your wedding?
Even if it was my first dance, you're not going to suddenly be slowed. Like, you would do that.
No.
You would think, oh, it's both of our first dance, but we'll do it as a double. Yeah, get this on the podcast.
The DJ's going to go, we're going to do the first dance now, so everyone will head. And I just go, it's my time.
Is that Tatler's Most Eligible Bachelor
Me
of 2028?
Just shining my tap shoes. It's time for my
2028, is that year?
2028.
Oh,
it will be.
No, that's, yeah.
And it will be my fucking year. 2 years' time, Tatler, front page, Alfie Dundas.
Your engagement's going to be in it as well.
Easy. My engagement's going to be in Tatler, yeah.
Yeah.
But my wedding's going to have a slow dance. I think it's a bit disgusting that you don't do slow dances at weddings anymore.
I think it makes sense for you to have a slow dance because I can't imagine you being able to dance at all. And I think you just stepping to the side is the only dance I can see you doing.
Just wait.
That and just like doing that with your hand. You're that type of dancer. You know, when the men just like throw their hand in the air. That's you.
You wait till your wedding. You're going to be like, where's Alfie? You're going to turn around. There's going to be a circle around me.
Wait, I bet as a kid you had dance lessons.
I did ballet.
Did you?
Yeah.
I can so see you doing ballet.
I did about 5 lessons and then I cried. And
how old were you when you did ballet?
My mum had to take me home, but 22, no, 7, 8.
That's really cute.
Loved dancing until about 10,
Really?
Got self-conscious, couldn't dance until I was about 20. And then in the last couple of years have like really got into it.
I think we wrap it up, guys.
We can wrap that up.
The camera has died.
The camera died and we just had to restart it. So I'm a bit confused. And we were talking about my dancing and that does feel like...
feels like that's a natural end.
Well, it does feel like cancellation a little bit.
Yeah, the camera was like, we don't want to see this.
Alfie was talking about how good he is at dancing and the camera was like, I think we've seen enough.
No.
I think we've seen enough of this.
Guys, next week's... we've got 2 more before the wedding.
Yeah, next week is...
Just Tuesday.
The week before the wedding. Just a Tuesday.
2 weeks before the wedding.
2 weeks before the wedding.
Yeah.
So how are we going to do this? We're going to film one on the Tuesday before...
the wedding.
Your wedding on the weekend.
Yeah.
And then we'll get a post-Tuesday. Or are you going
Can
straight...
we do post-Wednesday?
But are you going on a...
No, I'm just going to be back home on Tuesday, but Wednesday I'll be
Fine.
back.
Speaking of, the only thing we've got to cover quickly, and we got 5 minutes, is Ibiza.
Oh my God, yeah.
Because
Do you know
the
what?
listeners haven't... I mean, if they follow you on Instagram, they feel like they might have been there. I've never seen so many pictures and stories on Instagram.
I had the best time. It was so good. Completely like nothing went wrong. It was amazing. It's so much fun. One funny thing that is so cringe that I did. So on the first night I went to Pikes and all the clubs in Ibiza, I forgot this was a thing. They all have shops in them now. Or maybe they didn't used to. They all have actual shops, which is so dangerous when you're drunk to be like, I'm going to go and buy stuff. So we're in Pikes and we went to the shop and we were like trying on sunglasses and they had loads of different necklaces that said things like cunt or like whatever. And I was like, oh, I want to get one. And then one of the necklaces said chaos. And bear in mind, guys, I was drunk. I don't remember this. And I was like, oh, is it a bit cringe to get one that says chaos? And the guy was like, no, I've got one. And the guy in the shop. And so I bought this necklace. And then the next day, we remembered that I bought a necklace that said chaos. And I thought that's equivalent of, girls are like, I'm so crazy. I'm crazy. Yeah. And like, oh, look at me. And they do a little jump. That was...
And your idea of rebellion is an overpriced...
40 euros.
Beach club necklace.
40 euros. Also in Comic Sans, it just said chaos.
Now, did it say chaos CH or with a K?
No, with a CH.
Oh, okay, that is tacky.
Nothing says that you're not chaos as a person than buying a necklace that says chaos.
Yeah. Yes, I completely agree.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, I'm so kooky and crazy.
Yes.
So I've planned a thing that makes me look a little bit less kooky and crazy.
I spent 40 euros on a necklace that says chaos. That is the most embarrassing thing I think I've ever done. Although I've done a lot worse, but...
Did you get on the tables and did you wave napkins around with flaming champagne?
No, not even that chaotic.
No.
No, did I fuck? I wouldn't waste champagne.
Would I put my shoes on the table? But this is a fine table. I can't do those beach clubs in Ibiza because I'm too like you're standing on the seats. Like, that's not...
No,
why don't we just sit and why don't we just enjoy the meal, guys?
Yeah, we didn't do any of that, but we did have a really good time.
Should we all get some water so that we feel all right before we get back in the car?
Yeah, you actually should have a necklace of chaos because you're the opposite of chaos.
Has everyone got enough food and because I don't want anyone to... Well, let's just make sure we eat enough because we're going out later and it's hot.
Yours would be sensible.
I'd be like, right, the waitress would come out. I'd be like, can we get 7 bottles of still water? I want to make sure everyone's really well hydrated.
I'm worried about everyone here.
I'm worried about everyone.
I'm worried.
And you had your boat day.
It was the best day of my life.
That did look good.
It was incredible.
Massive boat.
It was massive.
I thought you were taking a little pedalo out with the girls.
The girls were, honestly,
super yacht.
One of my best friends was like, this is the best day of my life. And I was like, you got married 4 months ago. She was like, this is way better than that.
Best day of my life.
And also, it's the same yacht that this weekend Wayne Rooney's on, apparently.
How?
Or I don't know if I could say that. Can we cut that?
Yeah, we can cut that. But I don't think anyone's going to find the boat.
Yeah, the people that did the boat company, incredible. Loved it. Best day ever.
Great.
Yeah.
And now the official hen is done.
Yeah.
All that's left is to take over.
To get married. Take
Get
over
married.
Cambridgeshire.
Is there anything from Dewar and Callum's wedding that you saw and were like, I want that on mine?
Yeah, I'd love to have that dress. I'd love to be that thin. I'd love to have that dark brown hair.
I'd love to have that husband.
Look that gorgeous.
I'd like Callum Turner.
I think you want the husband. I think I want a bit of her.
I want Callum Turner's bulking routine because he's putting on mass.
Yeah,
lean
let's get
mass,
you that.
And the boys are noticing.
Yeah.
The girls are like, oh my God, Dewar looks great. The guys are like, Callum looks thick.
Yeah, no one noticed him.
He's looking bulky. Congratulations to Dewar and Callum. I know they listen to the pod. Friends of the pod. Friends of the pod, Dua Lipa and Callum Turner. Mr. and Mrs. Lipa Turner?
Hopefully Lipa.
There's no way she's becoming Dua Turner.
She's not changing her name.
Dua Turner's not
Dua
good,
Turner.
is it?
Dua Lipa. Yeah.
Dua Lipa Turner.
Oh, that sounds quite cool.
Turner Lipa's quite a cool surname.
Turner Lipa. Dua Turner Lipa. No, Dua Lipa Turner. I like.
Dua Lipa Turner.
I think she'll just keep her name.
Okay. Well, that's fine. World's gone to shit, but whatever. Women keeping their own names. Going on boats.
Okay. On that note,
Have we got anything to sell?
nothing to sell.
Both of our Edinburgh Fringe shows are on sale now. But otherwise, tell a friend about the pod, like, subscribe, and follow, and we will see you next week.
Bye.